Without any doubt, 2016 was the most adventurous year in my life. New Year did start in Costa Rica with my parents. Very peaceful, very nice. Thank you very much. In middle of January, I connected with a group of people from America and the internet. And a few days later, my lovely Lara arrived in Costa Rica. And in just 2 weeks, I did show her most of the places I really love over there. It was very fast, but we created a lot of good memories from this time and from this trip. In this time we did see really a lot. We have been in the Central Valley, in the waterfall gardens, and we had a good time in Fiesta de Pollo to taste original food. We had spent a lot of time in the finca, in the dry forest like you see here. Super amazing. Later we went to Honda to see the cave and the forest. For sure we have been on the beach here in Playa Carrillo, close to Samara, and later we headed to the rainforest in Monteverde, go for a treetop walk on the bridges, and even had some adventure on the cable. From Costa Rica I was just a very few weeks at home, and then I was heading to Las Vegas, meeting with these guys from this internet course. Thank you for Mark, Douglas, Jim, Chris, John Henry and Andrew. You guys really enriched my life. It was beside of the educational part, it was really important to meet face to face, and from this time we created great companionship and great friendships. Thank you so much, guys. I was happy to stay 2 days longer and could visit the city alone, could see all the impressions, make some photos and videos, and really feel the pulse of the city. It was unbelievable awesome, and I every time want to come back to Las Vegas. As a real redneck, I forgot to mention Mark's lovely wife Anna. In this point here, thank you to Anna as well. April 2016 was an unbelievable month I never will forget. Lara created a really nice event for my birthday. First we had a treasure hunt, and we met some guys with motorcycles in Chakazi. We have been in the village with her sister, and in the evening we spent a very nice time with these motorcycle guys again. I was even given a motorcycle for a short ride. Unbelievable birthday present, and Lara was so great to organize everything for me. Thank you so much. On our wedding day on April 30th, it was so nice. We started towards our wedding palace and got escorted by lots of motorcycles. We had rented an old Hansa convertible, and it was just not just a sunny day, it was a day full of love, of friendships. And thank you so much for Konstantin from Konstantin Film to produce this super nice video for us. It was a day, words are not enough. You cannot really not describe these emotions on this day. And thanks so much for our motorcycle friends, for our witnesses Sergey and Valentina. Thank you for Lara's daughters Irina and Valeria, and for all who wished us well for this unbelievable day. And a few days later we headed towards Germany. We could spend time in Klaus' house. There another dream came true. I did buy a motorcycle again, BMW. We had a lot of fun riding motorcycle, visiting old castles. We spent a lot of time with Klaus. Thank you so much. We have been barbecue with Udo and Svenja several times. You guys really rock. If we talk about rock, for sure, thank you very much for Günt and Tati for your grand friendships for all over these years already. And it was unbelievable. I never will forget this month. We have been on another wedding from Danet's daughter Kimberly when she did marry her Dennis. Thank you Danet and Rainer as well. And we did visit my friends Dougie and Mark. It was about 5 weeks, and then we headed home to Ukraine by motorcycle, 2,500 kilometers on the road in a few days. After unbelievable time in Germany, unfortunately it was raining a lot. It was high flooding in different parts of Germany. But this could not even keep us away from visiting about 15 castles and residencies, having a good time walking with Klaus through the forests and much more. If we could not ride with the motorcycle because of the weather, we was driving with Klaus' car around, and it was an unbelievable time, and I'm so grateful for having such a great friend in my life. Thank you so much, Klaus. We had a good time here. As you see in these pictures, a very short play for the Burg Hornberg. I didn't expect at this time that I will see this castle the second time in this year. As you see here on these photos, we had really a great time. We had a lot of fun making silly things and really enjoy our time here at the city of Hirschhorn in the old castle. 25 years of a deep friendship. So unbelievable. And here you see Günt. We know each other and got friends also about 24-25 years ago. So the best badass bassist in the world, I know. It was such a fun to meet all these friends, walking around forests here around the Katzenbuckel Lake, and then just spending time, having fun, and really celebrating our friendship. no matter how good a time is, at one point it's time to say goodbye and go home to our apartment in Ukraine. Thank you so much to all my friends in Germany. Just a few days at home in Germany, then we headed in July already again to Nikolaev. There we met again with Mark, my friend from the US. We did visit the shipbuilding museum and the Sea Fleet Museum in Nikolaev, a wonderful time. On the way back, we stopped close to Uman in a Neolith museum, a really unbelievable area. In stone times, there was about 3,500 people living in this village already, so it's one of the biggest known places from this time. In 2016, nothing could keep us at home. In just a few weeks later, we headed to Kharkiv to meet with some friends of Lara. We had a good time in the nature and in the river. And from there, I got a call from Mark if I can show him some parts in Germany. 3 days later, we sit on the plane going to Germany, doing some research for his new product. We have been in Heidelberg, in Rothenburg, in Erbach, and even in France. Do some research, having a great time. We did meet with Klaus. Here I've been a second time on Burg Hornberg. As you see, a time really for guys.
I think it's all the way back to medieval times to learn what it meant to be a king again. Travel the castles of Germany. So hang on for your whatever you're going to hang on to. I have no idea what you're going to hang on to, but hang on to it, whatever it is.
Okay, just.
Doesn't matter how often you see it, the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Strasbourg is every time worth to visit. Later we headed to Castle Hochkönigsburg, deeper in the Elsass. It is completely rebuilt in 1906 until 1914. The German Emperor did rebuild this castle completely in medieval style, so everything is close to original. It's the only castle in this condition I know worldwide. The summers we spent in Ukraine again, it was an awesome summer, very long, very hot. We had a good time with our motorcycle friends. We went for barbecue, for motorcycle meetings. And later in end of July or beginning of August we went to Zatoka on the Black Sea for a few days of sun and sea. But even from this time we made adventure out of it. Besides of sitting on the beach, we did visit the Castle of Ackerman in the historic ancient city. The city is called Belgorod Dniestrovsky. And really unbelievable castle, very historic area. And we made some super nice photos. At home for very few days, a friend from Las Vegas did visit us, Douglas. We had a very short time, but we made the best out of it. We made a tour through the Cossack area here around Cherkasy. We have been, for example, at Chigorin, the central of the Cossack movement. And Valeria, Vera's daughter, was a super professional English-speaking tourist guide on the stay. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, Douglas, for this super friendly visit, and I hope we will see very soon again.
Hello, we are here in Chigorin in Ukraine. Enjoy our photos and have a good time.
Beginning of November, we had a short trip to Vilnius in Lithuania. We had a good time at Vilnius Old Town, and also one day we made a trip to the Castle Trakai. It's completely rebuilt from ruins, like you see it here in the photo. Everything is really nice, but it was really already winter, and so it was time to sit and explain to Costa Rica to visit my parents. We had a drone with us to make some nice videos and photos from the finca from above, and it was an unbelievable good time. 4 weeks, real family life in Costa Rica. We spent a lot of time on the finca this time. Walk through the forest, work in the forest a little, and beside of that we made also different tours. For example, to Barahonda again, to the cave. This time we have been lucky to see a lot of monkeys. So enjoy the following video. I've been there so many times already, but every time it's an adventure again. This unbelievable cave in Barahonda National Park. It's on the top of a mountain where you have access to the cave. You have a 20 meters or 60 feet ladder to go down, and down there it's inside like a huge cathedral, big hall, nice drop stones. Here it was the family called this example. Here we go through a little hole to a second ladder, and down there everything was completely dark, just lightened by some lights you had with you to see the drop stones. The guides are super professional, the Indigan guides. They explain everything about the drop stones, about this area, also about the nature outside with the animals and plants. And again on the Rio Tompisque, boat tour from Puerto Humo. It was time for storks and other water birds. Here you see some little islands there in the middle of the river. They're just left over completely for the birds. You see many different species of birds living and breeding together. Unbelievable nice. Here you see a pink spoonbill, wooden stork, ibis, and for sure on the river in Costa Rica you need to see crocodiles. Another time we've been in La Paz Waterfall Gardens. It was super nice and super cute. My mother really loves toucans, so we took her with us. And first time in her life, she had a toucan on her arm, and I'm sure she really enjoyed this trip. It was unbelievable for all of us. Later, it was starting to rain, but we had a lot of fun over there. Costa Rica is more than just beach and ocean, but if you're in Costa Rica, you see for sure the fantastic nature all over the country. But a few days you need to spend on this beach, this warm water, this incredible waves, this feeling. 2016 was really a year of adventure. According to my motto, life is an adventure. Thank you to my family and my friends for accompanying me this year, and all the best for 2017.